My great honor to introduce to you Ione, Pauline's spouse, writer, poet, playwright, director, dream specialist, brilliant and beautiful woman of the world. Feel that? Oh, that is how Pauline communicates. And that is how she will continue to communicate, to commune with us. When I first met Pauline, I could feel the same thing that I was just feeling just now at the Heart Center as Claire was playing and Pauline was coming through in so many beautiful ways. I remember how proud she was and is of Claire and Ice, and how she would say, "I knew her before she was born." And look what she's done. Look what she's done now. So this is our anniversary, actually. This is Pauline and I had our first ceremony, which was a ceremony to make a commitment to make home together wherever we were, and we actually did that. That was about 30 years ago, 31 years ago, at winter solstice. So whenever winter solstice comes, that's when that anniversary is. And then we have another anniversary of a wedding that was 11 years ago. And we were actually, I just posted some of the photos, selfie from Venice that we did. And we had a great celebration of our anniversary in Venice. And we just actually had forgotten. You tended to forget our anniversaries, but so we were reminded, hey, it's our anniversary. And people said, oh, you went to Venice for your anniversary? No. I happened to be there. And then we had the best party that we've ever had. It was all on Facebook, and I forget how many, but it was like 200 and some people, wishing us happy anniversary. And we didn't have to have people at our house. We didn't have to. It was great. It was really great. So these letters, this archive, these boxes came in the 80s, so it was right around the time when we were first together. And there are other archives, other places. And I think it's a kind of a nice joke on me, because at the time, I remember they were going to, she sent them off, and people were asking, doing interviews with people that Pauline knew and so forth, and for various books and so on, and I was saying, no, I don't want to say anything about me. I don't want, I was reticent and a little shy, but also it didn't feel quite right to me. Well, I've learned that there, how many files? 40 files of letters or something from me here. And actually at the time, shortly after, someone came and said, oh, I was at the library and I saw some letters. And they taught me so much about relationship or something, she said, I forget. And I said, Pauline, what happened? And she said, oh, I don't know, it must have been a mistake. Maybe it was, I mean, now I'm not so sure. Anyway, I think it's perfect, it's perfect. To open to the world. So here's a letter from Ione. I was at the time, I was changing from Carol Bavoso, who was an interesting writer for the Village Voice and lots of magazines and so forth. And I became Ione. Okay. This is the story of the Star Medicine Lovers. Read at our ceremony to make home together. Up in the sky, you sometimes see a very big star. Very big. It is so big because in reality there are really two stars. And when it is time for one star to come to Earth in the form of a soul, the star that is left behind is lonely. And it comes to Earth as soon as possible to find its companion. And when they find each other, they recognize each other, and they know they must stay together for all time. Sometimes they seem different from other lovers. It's because they are star medicine lovers. They are on Earth together to work the medicine that they know, and with love and affection, they are together for all time. It's a medicine man who told that story to me, Ron Evans. So I sent a lot of clippings and things to her, and one of these was this. This is on the back of something, of an image, Tibetan Book of the Dead. It is held that if the departure of the consciousness principle of the dying person is through the aperture of the ear, the deceased will be obliged to be born in the world of the Gandharvas, fairy-like celestial musicians, wherein sound, as in song and music, is the prevailing quality of existence. So today is the 22nd, I wrote this on the 22nd. Dearest P.O., I just found this written last year, part of the workshop I gave in the country. I love you. The sun is setting. We approach the darkest, shortest day of the year. We grow fearful, longing for the light. On Saturday, December 21, we will go to the darkest place in ourselves, to emerge again into the bright of our own sun. So those are a couple of offerings. So I'd like to share with you one other text. We were in the midst of working with the Documenta Festival, which will be doing Pauline's music next year, but we were thinking that we would be going there together. And one of the things that Documenta wanted, they're making something called a day book, and they're asking each artist for this next festival to pick a day of the year that they appreciate for some reason, and it could be any reason. Just pick a day and say something about it. And so Pauline had picked a day, but they also wanted to have her pick a writer who was familiar with her process to write something, 400 words about her. And so she said, that writer's you. And I said, yeah, I guess so. But I didn't write it until after Thanksgiving, when she had gone to this other dimension that she's in. We have to recalculate how to be. But I did write it after that, and so it'll be in this book that they are creating. So I'm going to read it to you. It begins with a quote by Maya Angelou. We are all at once both a composition and a composer. A composition and a composer. We have the ability not only to compose the future of our own lives, but to help compose the future of everyone around us and the communities in which we live. And the text is called This Day, That Day, December 1, 2016. Pauline! This day, a double rainbow over our city of Kingston reveals this is really happening. All is real as any rainbow, a display. Being and non-being create each other, or so they say. I shall return to check that this is really happening. You shall return to check that this is really happening. Pauline, Uranus cycles through your stars, returning in your 84th year. Crow eyes me through the kitchen window. Our skylight opens to the myriad lights, and the 10,000 interviewers want to know your process more than ever before. Speaking with the BBC, you say, yes, some do place a feminist interpretation on it. But I was not thinking of that when I created Bye Bye Butterfly. I was in the studio, and I knew I wanted to use a record. So I just reached for one on the shelf without knowing what it was. It turned out to be Madama Butterfly. Pauline, you are here. You are not here. I don't understand what day it is. Days have fallen in between spaces. Remember to remember. Remember to remember. We will survive this. Pauline, one day we are tossing exotic crumbs strolling by the Rondout Creek, your words float in the wind. I chose Rosa Parks Day, December 1, 1955, because Pauline, you chose that day because you're drawn to truth and the extreme essence of listening in deep time. Listening to the heart of the world. That day, Rosa Parks did not give up her seat. There was a power within her. She said, I wanted to be free so other people would be also free. Pauline, you are free and traveling through sounds of great liberation. You are traveling through sounds of great liberation. No matter the venue, the composition is the listening. Sounding, dreaming, being, and non-being, choosing in each moment until the listening of all is heard. And everything you do is in all ways new.